for tuning into our Stocks to Watch series as we bring you exclusive one-on-one discussions with public company executives. This is an opportunity to make informed investment decisions. I'm Ashley Berry, and we're welcoming Shawn Dym, chairman of Decibel Cannabis Company, which is engaged in cannabis retail and product brands with an additional focus on developing indoor cannabis cultivation facilities in Canada. Decibel Cannabis is listed on the TSXV as DB and the OTCQB as DBCCF. It is a pleasure to have you with us here today, Shawn.
Thank you very much for having me, Ashley.
Yeah, really excited to hear your story. And for our viewers, maybe who are not familiar with it, perhaps you could give us a brief overview and the journey of Decibel Cannabis, what inspired its creation, and the driving force behind it.
Sure. Yeah, Decibel was established around the time that adult use or recreational cannabis became legal in Canada. Its focus has always really been on the recreational cannabis consumer. And as a result of that, it's really led it down the path to focus on the ready-to-consume product offering. And what we mean by ready-to-consume is that a customer can go into a dispensary or have product delivered to it and open up the packaging and it's ready to consume it, unlike the dried flower category where typically you're taking it out of the packaging, you're grinding it, and you have to roll it before consumption. So it's not ready to go and doesn't offer the same convenience that ready to consume category offers, like in products like vapes and pre-rolls. And as a result, we've seen those categories really increase their share of the overall size of the market. And Decibel, as a result of that, has become the second largest cannabis company in Canada by market share and is profitable and generating free cash flow.
Interesting. And so you're talking about sort of the differentiators there. Maybe you could tell us more about why you believe that customers would choose your product over any other product, and really maybe walking us through your different brands and their distinct position in the market.
Sure. Yeah. So I think, as I already touched on, the ready to consume really is the significant differentiator for Decibel. I think what that offers the consumer is a consistent product and a high quality product. If you look at the ready to consume category, cannabis is really just an ingredient in that product offering. So that allows for greater stability in the product. So a vape takes the flower through extraction, creates a distillate that then where flavors it being added to it, and provides a consistent high potency product that consumers love. Whereas dried flower is really similar to an agricultural crop, and you're at the mercy of differing quality and yields on a regular basis. And so I think that's really the strong differentiator, is that we provide consistency to the consumer, and also from the perspective of the investor, consistency around the quality and stability and margins that we're able to provide the product to the customer. We have 3 brands today. Our largest brand is General Admission. General Admission is where we're really focused on vapes and pre-rolls. We're the largest in market share in both of those categories, and specifically in pre-rolls, we have the infused pre-roll category where we're approximately 50% of the market. And we've continued and maintained that market share as that category has grown. We think the reason we're successful in doing that is because we offer high potency, flavor forward products such as Tiger Blood and Peach Rings, which are some of our leading product offerings. A second brand we have is Quest, which is amongst the leaders in the premium flower category. Quest is significant in the premium flower category in Canada, but equally what's important about Quest is that it's helped launch us into our international expansion. Late last year, we had our first shipments into Israel, and we're continuing to supply Israel Quest branded products. And we had a recent announcement where we announced that we'll be entering the British marketplace with the Quest brand as well. Lastly, we just launched our Vox brand, which is focused on the value segment of the pre-roll market, and our our initial offering there is a standard pre-roll that's flavor infused.
So maybe I didn't hear this right. Did you say Tiger Blood?
Yes.
What is that exactly? That's just like a flavor or a brand, or what is that?
Yeah, I mean, you've never tried Tiger Blood before? I guess if you haven't tried it, you have to take our word for it.
Okay. All right. I like that little teaser there. So let's move on. Maybe your estimation of the current market size, what factors are driving its growth. Great news about the shipments to Israel and that. Maybe you could just expand a little bit on the current market size.
Yeah, so if we look at Canada first, the market today is approximately $5 billion. That's really been driven over the past approximately 5 years now by, adoption of consumers who are just entered the legal market because now it's, allowed for regular adult use, and switching from the part of the illicit consumers in the illicit market to the legal market. Over time, we think that the Canadian market can grow to $8 to $10 billion. And we're really at the early stages of seeing regulatory change in international markets. The US more evolved than most markets, but again, varies on a state by state basis. And federally, there's a lack of clarity, although we're seeing a lot more in the press today about clarity around rescheduling of cannabis in the US and potentially banking. And I think all of this is a move in the direction towards full legalization. And we estimate over time that, on a global basis, the cannabis market could exceed $250 billion. And we think our products, and continued innovation will have mass appeal globally.
Wonderful. So the current production capacity, maybe you could touch a little bit on that.
Yeah, sure. So our existing capacity we have a facility in Calgary, Alberta called The Plant, which produces all of our manufactured products. That facility is about 60,000 square feet. We are currently operating out of about 20,000 square feet. And we think we can, roughly triple the size of our capacity with fairly minimal investment in CapEx to expand inside of that facility. So we have plenty of growth, plenty of runway with, existing infrastructure. And given the size of capital investment and our ability to generate free cash flow, we think we can do that with, internal capacity.
Shawn, is there a final message you want to convey to the company's shareholders, or really what makes Decibel Cannabis a compelling investment opportunity right now?
Sure. Decibel's number 2 in market share in Canada. It's a leading manufacturer and innovator of ready-to-consume cannabis products. We're free cash flow positive. All of our growth has been organic. If you look at our most recent results, we're trading at less than 3.5 times our prorated Q2 second quarter EBITDA. And so in short, I think we're a fast-growing, highly profitable company in a very rapidly growing, and because of regulatory changes, I think even outsized growth in terms of the industry, trading at a discount to sort of what I think conventional metrics should be for a business with our profitability and growth profile. So that should be attractive to existing and prospective investors.
And if there's one takeaway, maybe for like what consumers are saying, you mentioned it earlier, you mentioned the consumers, the investors, the shareholders, anything that sticks in your mind about what they say about your products?
Yeah, I think it's like consistency, quality, high potency, flavor profile that's really driving this. And I think we're one of the few brands in Canada and globally in the cannabis landscape that has consumer appeal, where consumers are coveting our products. And, we're starting to see it take shape and move towards a CPG-like industry. And General Admission, the number 1 brand in Canada, which is ours, is really, I think, a driving force behind that.
Terrific. Shawn Dym, chairman of Decibel Cannabis Company, thank you so much for your time and for sharing your story here with us at Global One Media's Stocks to Watch series. We look forward to additional updates from your company.
Thank you very much for your time today, Ashley, and we look forward to keeping you updated of all the exciting things happening at Decibel.